I'm back. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Generation 9 Draft League. This is KCDL week number 4 against a familiar opponent. The last time I played this opponent, this was in the UNPL, it was the Academy, what they call it, but it's kind of like more of a D League. But we have here is a team of the likes of Zekrom. Let me see, I need to go my files correct because, hold on a moment. But we're playing against the Arizona Cardinals once again. Of course, this is a very scary team because of their team they have placed out real quick. In their team is Zekrom, Terra Tornadus, Palafin, which is one of my Pokemon that I had last time. Of course, having Clefable, Incineroar, Toedscruel, Terramismachius, Metagross, and of course, Ariados. So in our team right here, we got the likes of Play Rough, Close Combat, Swords, and Zacian. This will be our main cleanup mon. Of course, Trailblazers for the likes of Sticky Web. We got ourselves Supercell Slam, Acrobatics, Extreme Speed, Volt Switch. This is definitely going to be our fast mon with normal gym. And of course, Acrobatics is for the Toedscruel, and then Electric's just for the rest of the team. We got Scarf for outspeeding Volcanion. Scarf Volcanion with Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Overheat. And in our final 3 mons, we got... Oh. Hold on. This is not supposed to be that. We need to do Landorus. Because it's supposed to be Landorus. Okay, so what the EVs is, real quick, because they grouped up. So it is supposed to be 216. 216 real quick. 248. Let's see. 248. 248 speed. I am so sorry about this. Yeah, I did not know, and I did not know about this whole ordeal, but we got it all fixed and situated to see 36 because we had that, and then of course the rest of it goes as this. But of course, our set with Landorus is of course Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, U-Turn, not Sludge Wave, Bomb. I'm sorry about that. U-Turn, as we see. Because this team is a little bit outdated because we had Glamora on the team, and that's not what we had. And we had a Pashu Berry for the likes of Palafin. That's why we're bulky Lando this week. Just for the likes of Palafin, and we're trying to tank up hits. We have U-Turn, Earth Power, Sludge Bomb, Stealth Rock. And of course we got the likes of Knockoff, Trailblaze. No. Why are we having this? I know this is Terra Electric, but I know this is just a preview team. But of course, I'll tell you the rest of the team real quick, even though these things are incorrect. So we have Iron Crown with Assault Vest, with Tachyon Cutter, Future Sight, Volt Switch, and Focus Blast. And of course, we had the Jungle Healing. So whatever this paste is, it's not going to be true, but it's Knockoff, Terra Blast, Jungle Healing, and Bulk Up, as Bulky Zarude tanks up a hit with Zekrom. So we have that at least. So let's move on to another game, and let's see what we can do from there. And we're facing off against the Cardinals. So we'll be right back with another game. We'll see from there. Alright, we're back versus the likes of Horizon. As you see, we do have a little bit loud right there. And our video capture device. And do need to put a little bit lower. Let's see. And I'll probably do it like 6.2. As you see, we're searching our opposing trainer. Hopefully we get that through. And hopefully we'll win her against our little opponent right there. So you see, we got this a little bit down. We're having some fun. And I do have to find my calcs and everything for my team. So let me see real quick. I'm gonna do this right quick. And then go to my damage calculator. And instead of this, I'm gonna do this and boom. And I'm gonna do now like this. And let's see here. And we're searching the opposing trainer still. We're trying our best, but yeah, it just has been a mess. Let's see how we're going to do this. How inconvenient an missing situation happening, but this is the one I have right here. Alright, so we have the team set right here. Fortunately, just gonna run it with it and go with vibes. But it seems like they got Zekrom, Palafin, Torn. Pretty obvious team. Kind of went the same team. Oh, shoot, we forgot about Terra. Let me see. Terra Electric on blue. Yeah, so he's Terra Steel on Tornado's T, which is surprising because Zuru can absolutely obliterate this team. So my entire plan is going to Regieleki as our lead. Of course, that'll be a way of validating my entire thing against Palafin. Because Palafin is a super scary mon. And of course, we're faster than Scarf Palafin, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh, we're faster than Scarf Palafin. Obviously, we are. We're faster than, I think, another Pokemon on their team is pretty fast. So I'm going to do this and see what they're going to have. But they have Terra Electric Zuru. Alright. So we have Terra Electric and Zuru, even though this is showing the preview, but I promise you this is Terra Electric, so just don't be surprised about that. And as you see, they have about 8 seconds left because they're taking their time on that. But I'm just happy about how it is. So let's see, and we're going to face off against ST or Horizon. So we have that at least, and forgot about the whole kids part. And as you see, we're going to see Big Bird, that is their Torn. Nice. So what I'm going to do now is, this is very amazing because we have Regieleki on the field. I am going to Volt Switch out because that's going to be something very dangerous in our matchup. And as you see, we're going to Volt Switch, and then to go Toadscruel, then I can swap out instantly to, say, Orlando. I mean, you can only really Spore, but... I see. Oh my goodness, they already terrestrialized. Are they really trying to go for game already? Oh my goodness. Let's see what they're going to do. The Terra Steel. I'm going to Volt Switch out my damage, and I don't think you can really do much about it. Let's see. I Volt Switch out, right? Oh my goodness, their Scarf. Their Scarf Torn on Terra Steel. Are we on that timing for Zacian? Oh goodness. They are on that timing to go LL Cool J. So I got an idea. Revolt Switch, unfortunately. So their Scarf on Torn, their U-turn. I'm just going to do this in case they're going to Spore, and I do not, well, I'm going to do this in case they Spore, and I'm not risking it. I'm just going to do this. Get myself my potential popping of that, that normal gem. Let's see. I do have that. We pop our normal gem, and they Spore, they say. Do that. That does a little bit of damage. Let's see you Spore. Oh my goodness, they let me Acro. Okay. Oh my goodness, they're gonna let me use Acro. Are they serious? Or are they gonna let their Toadscruel go down that easily? That easily. We're base 110 power. I am gonna go for acrobatics and see what you're gonna do. So we know your Scarf on the thing. You have the acrobatics damage. Let's go! Regieleki got their first kill. Oh my goodness. So now they just have one layer of spikes on their team, and they cannot spin, which is absolutely amazing. And they lost all ground immunities. That's crazy. That's a Regieleki kill, I tell you that one, baby. I'm so happy. Look at that right there. And let's see how we're gonna do. How we're gonna do, and how we're gonna do this. And they go Palafin. This is a free Supercell Slam. Let's see. And it's Withdraw. They redraw Steve Rogers, which is their move. And they're probably gonna go Zach. Let's see who Zach is. We go Zekrom. Nice. So what I can do now is sure I have my Supercell Slam. Let's see. Doing barely pennies on the dollar. I am going to go for a Volt Switch for free since I'm guaranteed faster unless they are Scarf, which I highly doubt they're Scarf because we definitely are faster. So we're going to Volt Switch out and see what you're going to do. Now Regieleki can potentially clean up the rest of the team. So I'm going to Volt Switch out, go into my Zekrom, and see what you can do from there because this is going to be a scary matchup and we're guaranteed to be faster, but unless they have that. So I'm going to go Earth Power, Earth Power, Earth Power. And literally, we just cannot do much on that. Let's see. Pop. And that's going to do a little bit of damage on the Zekrom. I do not mind that. We do go back to myself. And of course, we're going to go into Landorus, unless they're clear Amulet, which is the scary part. Let's see. We're gonna go Lando. Let's see if you clear Amulet. Let's see. Intimidate. Amazing. So you do drop your attack. And you Draco! You're special! I see here. I see. Says the blind man. Like what Grandpa would always tell me. So what I'm gonna do now is let me see their mons and their team. So they have no way. Oh, they have instant. My bad. So they have no way of doing this. So let me see. If they're special, that means they get walled out by Iron Crown. So I'm gonna do now a Stealth Rock for free and sack the Lando because that's probably the best move I can do. And since they have no hazards and everything, I mean that's gonna take a little bit of chip damage each time for most of their team, which is gonna be something good. And I know Zaru can absolutely obliterate this team, so that's gonna be something fun. But if they're forced to swap out, they're forced to swap out. They could go Stealth Rock. Yep, they do sacrifice the Mon. Let's see. And are you going to be banned or are you going to be Specs? You Draco. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Horizon. So I'm going to do now is Earth Power for free. Even though this is kind of like an opportunity missed out. But, I mean, I'm just happy to get the Earth Power out for free. Doing a lot of damage. Doing that super effective chip. And they get Draco. I am so sorry. This is so sad. I feel sad for them because they do not deserve to lose their Zekrom. I had the Stealth Rocks up just in case I could lose out on that Mon, and I feel really bad. So they had Clef, you know, we had Sludge Bomb for Clef. That was the whole strategy rather than that. But man, I am so sorry that Lando literally just dodged your attacks. I'm so sad for that. You did not deserve all that hating and stuff. So I'm gonna just give you a solid. I mean, if you go Palafin, you go Palafin. That's how it is. But I mean, that was the whole scary part, and I'm sad that you literally got yourself to lose out on the Mon. And not only that, yeah, you withdrew your Zekrom. So basically, if you don't have boots, which you probably are Specs, and you go to your Steve Rogers, where you're going to chip damage automatically. Let's see. Just chip damage automatically, and then do 0 the hero. Okay, and let's get an Earth Power for free. Doing a lot of damage. What I'm gonna do now is sacrifice the Lando. I'm gonna U-turn, but I'm gonna sacrifice the Lando. Probably not my smartest move, but I mean, if they're Wave Crash, they Wave Crash. If they Jet Punch, they Jet Punch. And basically, we do have a way of beating it out in close combat. That's gonna not do much on my team. Yep. So they're trying to predict the Zarude. I'm not playing safe. I'm going to play safe on that one. Knock out the Lando for sack. And of course, we do lose out on Lando. So that means they're probably... Okay, so let me see. If I get my calculations right on Lando, let me see. If I get my not yet Lando, let's see. Hold on a moment. Let me see. I'm going to put my damage calculator. My not yet. Okay, so go Palafin. CC on a hero. Let me see. Yeah, that probably killed for. I think they might be banned or something. Maybe banned Timid or something. But I see an opportunity with Palafin. I'm gonna go to my Zacian real quick, as we are gonna be a trailblazing Pokemon real quick. As you see, we're doing this. Of course, we get hurt by the spikes, but we get our attack boost for free. And let's see if you're going to be something strong, because you're going to withdraw on your Palafin. I'm not surprised if you do go into your Torn. They go X. Who's that X? Let's see. That's Metagross. Okay. That is scary. Let's see. To get the stones picked off in the X. Let's see. Trailblaze. Do a little bit of damage. I don't mind doing that because now they realize they cannot really beat me out with Torn. We do get hit by Rocky Helmet, which is a lot of chip damage already. But what do I want to do in this matchup? I would say I would go Iron Crown. I really have a heavy weakness to ground types. But if I go Iron Crown, I mean, I can try doing Focus Blast or Volt Switch. But if I go Volcanion, let me see. Let me see Volcanion real quick. Volcanion. Let me see here. And start. Start. we're gonna go into, let's see, that's down 4, and then another bro. So it does Earthquake. It does about 104 to 123, which is a scary sight. So what I'm gonna do now is go Iron Crown. Uh-oh, I lost out on my move. Uh-oh. Are you serious? Are you serious? This may be, you know, down for that, but yeah, I'm so. Oh my God, I got Earthquake. Are you serious? I kind of was calculating Earthquake, but I'm happy. I'm gonna CC down this Metagross if they Bullet Punch. I'm so sad that I lost out on my Zacian. That was my main sweeper, and I literally gooed because I ran out of time calculating. But it is what it is. From now on, we're gonna go Vibes Base. But as you see, we're gonna go into my Pokemon in my Volcanion. Of course, I won't mind that. And let me see. I think I do KO, but I'm doing this in case you do have this move. And I'm doing this in case of Incineroar chip because I'm not gonna play around with that type of stuff. I lost out on some turn momentum, and of course Zekrom is a dangerous mon too. So we did lose out on the timer, which I'm sad about, but it is what it is, they say. So if I miss my overheat, it's deserved, but the timer is probably going to deserve it. We overheat the Metagross real quick, as they do knock out it. Amazing. So no weakness policy shenanigans, and of course, we're going to get rid of that mon. So, next mon to move is probably going to be their next mon. Let's see what they're going to pressure out to. What's their next mon they want to pressure me to? If they go Torn, I'm going to keep on overheating. That's probably my best move because I'm literally pressing buttons. That's how the team works. You press buttons and doing damage. They go Palafin. Do they know about the whole ordeal of me being... I mean, I'm guessing they probably want to go for a water move or fighting move. I'm gonna go overheat real quick. Let's see. Go overheat. I'm scarfed, so they know they're scarfed now. Let's see. Doing a little bit of damage. And let's see. Are you gonna wave crash? Let's see. Are you gonna CC? Let's see. CC doing almost all of my damage. So there's that. So defense fell, and now I'm just going for a free overheat again. Doing more damage on the Palafin. Getting it down to low health, which I'm happy about. And of course, this will knock out the Palafin right quick, as they can't really do any priority, so they're guaranteed to be slower than me. So this is a perfect end game to where I can get my Zarude, get that out. But look at that right there. Volcanion is doing very much work, and I think that might be a Luop thumbnail classic right there. So let's see. Is they going to make a misplay, or are they going to go for a situation happening? Because they're trying to calc, or they scarf. Yeah, they're scarfed. What is the move set? Why is it doing so much damage? You know, and that's the scary part for them. So they might know, they may not know if they are scarf or they're whatever. So they go through, they withdraw Steve Rogers, which is going to be more rock chip on the front and extreme speed thing. And they go Zac, which is their Zekrom. Amazing. So I do go this. Do I sack off the Volcanion though? I don't think it's a good idea to sack off the Volcanion, as of course we have that. But what is my next move? What is my next move? I think I should keep the Regieleki for this. Let me see, what else do they have? So knocked out their Toedscruel. They knocked out that. Their Incineroar is not present. Of course, Horn has the Terra Steel. And Palafin is pretty much in range of rocks and of course extreme speed. You see, and Zekrom is pretty much extreme speed range too, or whatever. I mean, maybe extreme speed range, but basically they get knocked out by that. Zekrom gets knocked out by knockoff. Palafin gets destroyed. Torn gets hit, and the Incineroar gets absolutely obliterated by what's it called? Volcanion. So, well, it gets obliterated by a Zarude with Terra Electric. So my plan is sack off this mon. Unless you get a crit. Let's see. Overheat again. Trying to predict them. Trying to get some damage off. Yep, a little bit of damage. Now they're in rock range. They Thunderbolt. So they are specs. So my plan is, since you are specs, we're going to exploit that. We're going to exploit that finally. And we get our main mon right here in Zarude. Of course, having that mon be stupid. Broken. Of course, we have a few mons left. I'm going to bulk up. And they go Incend, then we get Terra Electric. They bulk up, barely do anything with special defense. Let's see, and how we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna do 1, They Draco, so they're not really bulky. Oh my goodness, yep. So my idea now is to knock off on whatever comes in, but this is not a choice scarf or not choice specs. That's my entire thought process, but this is pretty good information because this is definitely going to be something for the future. And of course, this is Regieleki speed bait, so we're happy about that. So that's why I had the Thunderbolt thing. They go Zac, they go knock me out. Let me see. And let's see, they go Saba, which is their Incineroar, right? Yep, they do that. So now they got Rock Chip. That's absolutely amazing. So we know that they're going to be something better. So we knock off, doing some Chip, doing about barely anything. But we do get rid of their Pasho Berry since they were scared of the Volcanion, which is now down. So what I'm going to do now is Terra Electric, Jungle Healing, and see what we can do from there. Because that's going to be crazy. So we're bulked out of our mind, unless they go for a special attack, which is probably their main thing, is special attack, special attack, special attack. What they don't know is they're getting all their mons down in range for Regieleki to kill them, which is absolutely amazing. For a misplay like that, I'm so happy I got that down, which is pretty amazing. Because we do got them on here. We got Terra Electric and the Jungle Healing up. Unless they go for a burn. Let's see. We go do this. Pop. And get our Terra. Boom. And we got this thing. And we got Torn too. So we're going to get absolutely crazy damage off on any mon. So let's see. Get this. I am going to go for Jungle Healing, which is going to be 25%. And we get a little bit of that. And of course, the benefit to that is, of course, we have that. Flare Blitz doing barely any damage. Let's see. Yep, there we go. They get Recoil. I do not mind stalling out him and go for Jungle Healing again. Jungle Healing, do more damage as they will try to go for Flare Blitz. Let's see, or Knock Off. That's probably their best move. Let's see, and they Flare Blitz again, doing much more damage. Is it a crit? There's more damage. And my idea is we are getting all their mons down in range for Regieleki. We do have Regieleki still left in the field. We still have Iron Crown, which is absolutely amazing for the Torn. So what I'm going to do now is Terra Blast and knock out the Incin, hopefully. And if not, we could definitely go for a Torn situation and get them out. We got this down. We're going to get the hit on Incineroar. So whatever Flare Blitz happens, they say. And we do knock out ourselves, but the Incineroar goes down. So that's amazing. So it self-KOs, and that's amazing. Because now they have, that's the only mon that's like not in range left. So they literally lose out on the Incineroar. So Saba goes down, and that's amazing. So now they're down to a kind of a conflict. So my thing is, now we have the thing going on. I am going to go to my Iron Crown real quick. Sure, will get hit by spikes, but if they do go to Zekrom, they're absolutely goobed. And of course, Future Sight is a free hit. If they go to their Terra Tornadus, then they're going to absolutely get hit by Focus Blast. So it's IRED 320, which is my Iron Crown. Let's see. And you go Big Bird, which is not a Big Bird. It's called Big Steel. They're Torn. And all I got to say, you have to get hit by rocks. So they're going to be on their Scarf. And they'll get hit by spikes. So what I'm going to do now is Focus Blast up some damage. As they do not know that I'm AV. I'm guessing they're probably going to knock off me. Probably trying to predict me trying to do something. The Heat Wave, they do not know that I'm as AV as hell. Let's see. Focus Blast some damage up. Let's see. And oh my goodness, we got that down. That maybe is some Regieleki range. Oh my goodness. Regieleki wins the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm going to Volt Switch out. I do not mind. I do not mind. There you go. They swap out. Okay, this is scary. Go out to Zac, or they get hit by rocks, right? They do not get knocked out by rocks, so we can knock them out with Iron Crown, which is absolutely amazing. We Volt Switch out, KO the Zekrom, amazing. This is kind of making up for the misplays I had, but I'm glad we got that down. So we got that down. We go back to myself, and look at that right there. We do got a Regieleki left. That's our scary mon right there. And now they have to go to Big Bird, hopefully. Let's see, they get hit by spikes. I do not mind. And of course, they have to go through Big Bird. That's probably my best plan. Let's see, they go Big Bird. So let me see Torn T right now. That does a little bit of chip. Am I goob? Am I goob? Am I goob? Might be. I wish I was, man, I wish I was that move. But I'm going to go for a Volt Switch out. Let's see. And hopefully don't get hit by Heat Wave. Please, please, please don't let me get hit by Heat Wave. Please don't get me hit by Heat Wave. Please don't hit me. Please miss Heat Wave if you have it. Or Hurricane or whatever move. One of these go Terra Steel, which is probably your worst move yet. Heat Wave. We lose. We lose week number 4 to Horizon and the Cardinals. Kind of my mess up because this entire team gets completely this. But that was kind of my out. But I mean, it is what it is, they say. So they got that down. It's kind of my big flaw was I let myself get down with the Zacian. The Zacian was my big misplay. They auto chose for me when I should have done nothing. But yeah, look at that right there. It is a KO. So unfortunately, the Switch screwed me over, or the Scarlet and Violet. But we do lose 2-0 to Horizon. So right now, our lifetime record is 1-1. And, you know, GG's to Horizon. So y'all stay safe, y'all. Y'all have a nice one. And hopefully we get the Regieleki feature for the video, baby. Let's get it, Luop. See you then. And have a nice one.